Today I'm reviewing the Panorama XL RTX 5090 gaming desktop with a Ryzen 7 9800 by 3D, 96GB DDR5 RAM, 4TB Gen4 NVMe SSD, Windows 11 Pro, and RGB keyboard plus mouse included. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've been using the system on my desk as my main gaming and productivity PC, extended play sessions, multitasking across creative and everyday apps, and workflows that span hours rather than minutes. This review focuses on how it behaves in daily real-world use, not just peak benchmarks. Let's set expectations clearly. This is not a minimalist home office PC or a small form factor budget build. It's a full desktop intended to deliver serious performance across gaming, multitasking, and creative tasks, with generous memory and storage to match. That design goal shapes everything from thermals to responsiveness. Starting with everyday responsiveness. The Ryzen 7 9800 by 3D feels very quick in daily use. Booting, loading apps, switching between productivity tools, and juggling browser tabs with other apps open, it all feels smooth. 96GB of DDR5 RAM removes typical memory ceilings, even with heavy multitasking, large datasets, and background utilities running. I didn't see the system struggle or resort to swap delays. The 4TB Gen4 NVMe SSD contributes to that feel-fast experience. Games, creative software, and large files open quickly, and you don't spend time juggling storage space. For most users, that capacity feels future-proof without immediate pressure to add drives. Now to gaming behavior, a key reason most people consider a system like this. Paired with the RTX 5090. This desktop is positioned strongly for both high refresh 1440p and 4K gaming. In actual long sessions of modern AAA titles, frame pacing stayed consistent and gameplay felt smooth rather than spiky, which in real use matters more than a single high score on a benchmark. In competitive games with high refresh monitors, responsiveness stays tight without noticeable stutters. Thermals and acoustics play a big role in how a desktop feels over time. In extended play and heavy workloads, temperatures stay stable thanks to the proper cooling design. Fans rise in response to load, you hear airflow work harder, but nothing becomes disruptive on a desk. The system settles into a predictable acoustic profile instead of sudden noisy spikes, which means extended use doesn't feel fatiguing. Memory and storage here aren't just big numbers on paper. 96GB of RAM gives the system solid headroom not only for gaming but for creative workflows, virtual machines, large datasets, or media projects without constant management. The 4TB Gen4 SSD delivers rapid loads and plenty of space for a large game library or project files without juggling drives. Build quality and expandability are practical too. The Panorama XL chassis feels solid and thoughtfully laid out, with airflow paths that don't feel pinched. There's room for future upgrades, additional drives, expansion cards, without wrestling with cramped internals. That said, there are honest trade-offs worth mentioning. This isn't the absolute top of the performance pyramid. There are cards and CPUs above this tier, but they come with sharply higher prices. This system focuses on well-balanced performance rather than chasing marginal gains in peak frame numbers. Fans can be audible under sustained load, not irregular or harsh, but present if silence is a priority. For purely professional workloads like heavy 3D rendering, workstation hardware and ECC memory setups still have advantages over desktop gaming builds. Compared with building a similar system yourself, this pre-built offers tested hardware integration and a 3-year warranty out of the box. Against other pre-built rigs at this tier, the Panorama XL stands out for its balance between memory, storage, and GPU performance without unnecessary gaps. Where this desktop makes the most sense is for users who want strong 1440p and capable 4K gaming without constant tuning, appreciate responsive multitasking and creative workflows, prefer generous memory and storage without planning upgrades immediately, value pre-built convenience and warranty support. It's less suitable if your sole priority is ultra-specialized workstation tasks or the absolute highest overclock chase gaming rigs. So here's the bottom line. In real-world use, gaming, multitasking, content workflows, the Panorama XL RTX 5090 desktop delivers reliable, balanced performance that behaves in line with what its hardware is designed to do. It doesn't chase exaggerated claims, it simply performs where it counts. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.